Hello, welcome to another episode of Amanda's Allotment. Today I am going to be discussing mental health and growing your own food. Grab myself a cup of tea. Oh, stuck to the thing there. Right, I'm a bit nervous about this one. This one's a little bit close to home for me. Let me just take a swig of my tea. Oh, there we go. So, what I want to talk about today is mental health and how growing your own fruit and veg or even gardening can help with that. Now, I'll give you a bit of a backstory. Pretty much throughout my adult life I have suffered depression and anxiety on and off. And recently I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Now, depression and anxiety is something that kind of usually comes along with BPD. And it is not easy. It's not an easy thing to deal with. I mean, I'm sure that, in fact, I know there's quite a few of you out there because you've mentioned in previous videos, a few of you allotmenteers that have suffered depression. So you'll know how difficult it is sometimes to just even get out of bed, sometimes to even brush your teeth, brush your hair. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. But since I got my allotment and got into growing my own fruit and veg, or my own vegetables, mainly vegetables first, I feel that it's really, really helped me. Sorry. In a number of ways. So I'm just going to get my little list because part of anxiety, etc., is brain fog, a bit of a memory loss. Plus I've got fibromyalgia as well, so that doesn't help with my memory. But I'll just find my, there it is. So, so we've got mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is really important, especially with anxiety and borderline personality. And it's about basically living or being in the moment. So if we put that into, or put that with going down to the allotment or going into your garden, you can just sit and take in your surroundings. It's living in the moment. So the smells, the noises, what you can see, you know, beautiful flowers, the fresh air, breathing in the fresh air, and just being, everything being calm. Everything's calm. When you do that, you learn to be mindful, and so then you're not constantly your mind isn't constantly somewhere else or constantly in the future and constantly worrying about your everyday stresses, whatever they may be. So that's one of the benefits, is learning to be mindful. And sometimes you can do that without even knowing you're doing it. So the next one I've got here is the sense of achievement. When you're feeling depressed, anxious, you don't feel like you have any purpose in life. You know, you just, what's the only way I can explain it really? You don't. Everything is mundane. Everything, you know, you don't look forward to anything. Things that you know from before you were depressed, that you would be excited about or you would be happy about, you're just not anymore. So to go down to you know, to have an allotment and to grow your own food, grow your own vegetables, that gives you a real sense of achievement, you know, because you sow the seeds, you watch them grow, you watch them pop up through the soil, and you watch them get bigger, and you water them and you care for them, and then you know, you plant them out, you carry on caring for them, and then they produce something lovely that you can eat. And that is just fantastic, because you feel proud of yourself. You think, wow, I did that, you know. Although, I mean, Mother Nature done most of it, but you gave it a helping hand. So, you know, that really is brilliant, and a sense of purpose as well. So it gives you a reason to get up in the morning. Definitely, I found that for me. When you really don't feel like there is any need to get up, you have. I think I found that even more so with having the chickens, because during the winter is a really difficult time as well, because I suffer with what they call SAD, seasonal affective disorder or something like that it's called. So when there's not a lot going on down the allotment, having the chickens has really helped me with that, because whether I want to or not, I have to get up to go and see to the chickens. And then once I've managed to do that, then I can carry on with the rest of my day. So, and then obviously there's been some projects that I've needed to do over there during the winter as well, that you don't have time to do during the summer. So it does give you something to do and a reason to get up. Now, eating healthier food. Now, eating healthy, I think, is a massive, massive part of mental health. When you eat, I don't want to go too much into this side of it, because you know it's quite controversial. But the food, you know, processed food that you buy from the supermarkets, chemicals that are put into them, etc., I think play a big part in mental health. So if you grow in your own food, especially if you're doing it organically, you know exactly what you're putting into your body, and you can control it, and it really does make a difference. So that is a really important factor for me. And then lastly, I've got down somewhere to get away from the stresses of life. which, yes, it really is. You can leave all your stresses behind, all from home, you know, all your, whether you've got debts or work or family issues, you can just go down there and leave it all behind. Just think, right, that's for there, and this is here, this is what I'm doing now. So it's a bit of an escape as well, you know. Sometimes it's good to just be by yourself, and that's somewhere that you can do that. So for me, I think it's massively important, and what I would, you know, if anybody's watching this who's suffering with any kind of mental health problems, whether it's depression, anxiety, you know, anything to do with mental health, I would urge you, I really would urge you to just give it a go. You don't have to start off with an allotment. You don't have to go rushing down and go, oh, I've got to get an allotment. You can do it at home. You can do it. You can grow things in pots. Just start off small. Start with something like tomatoes. You know, grow yourself a tomato plant. That's what I did. That was the first thing that I did, was tomato. It was a tomato plant in a pot. Just start off small. And then see how you feel. Just give it a try. I really, really would urge you to give it a try. Or even, you know, if growing food really is something that you just don't want to do. Gardening, you know, just go and sit out in your garden. Or if you haven't got a garden, go and sit in the local park. Look at the flowers, listen to the sound of the birds and the bees, and try and be mindful. I think it's so important. So that's basically my message. I think mental health is still a taboo subject. It's something that not a lot of people talk about, and that is the worst thing possible. If you're suffering, you need to talk to somebody, you need to tell somebody, because it's only going to get worse if you try and hide away from it and try and hide it from people. So, yeah, that's it really. That's what I wanted to talk about. And my aim, actually, we'll go into my aim for my channel, is to get more people growing their own fruit and veg. So I don't know, my subscribers, if any of you have noticed, I kind of changed my style a little bit to become a bit more informational. Is that even a word? Informative. Because I really want to encourage and help others to grow their own food. I will still be doing my sort of vloggy type videos, and I'll be doing tours and potato review and all that normal kind of stuff in the summer, spring and summer and autumn. But yeah, my aim is to, even if I can just encourage one person to grow their own food, then that will make me happy. So I'm going to end it there. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Press the like button, and if you haven't already, press the subscribe button, and I will see you in the comments. Take care.